My name is Priya. I am 26 years old. I live in a small house with my husband, Sam, in a town called Greenville. Greenville is nice. It has tall trees, a small park, and friendly neighbors. I moved here 1 year ago when I married Sam. Sam is wonderful. He is kind, he makes me laugh, and he has warm, gentle eyes. I love him very much. Before I met Sam, I lived in a big city far away from here. I worked in an office. My life was busy, maybe a little lonely. Then I met Sam at a friend's party. We talked all night. It felt easy. It felt right. Falling in love with him was the happiest time of my life. Marrying Sam was my dream come true. I imagined our life together. A cozy home, quiet evenings, maybe children one day. A simple, happy life filled with love. And I have that with Sam. Our house is small, but we made it cozy. Sam works hard as a carpenter. I started working part-time at the local library. I love Sam more every day. But there is one big shadow over our happiness. One big problem that makes my heart heavy almost every day. His mother. My mother-in-law, Martha. She hates me. I know it sounds strong to say hate, but that is how it feels. She tries to ruin our life, our happiness, every day. And it is breaking my heart. When I first met Martha, before the wedding, she seemed okay. A little serious, maybe. She didn't smile much at me, but she wasn't rude. Sam told me, Mom takes time to warm up to people. Don't worry, Priya. She'll love you once she knows you. I wanted to believe him. I really did. I wanted his mother to like me. It felt important. For Sam and for our future family. So I tried my best. When we visited her house for Sunday dinner, I brought flowers or dessert. I helped her in the kitchen, even when she didn't ask. I complimented her cooking, her house. I asked her questions about Sam's childhood. She answered politely, but always with a distance. Her eyes never smiled at me, not really. It felt like talking to a polite, cold wall. After Sam and I got married and moved into our little house near hers, too near, I think now, things got worse. Much worse. The small criticisms started almost immediately. I remember the first time I cooked dinner for her and Sam's father, George. George is quiet but kind. He always smiles at me. I made my mother's special chicken curry. Sam loved it. He told me it was delicious. George also said it was very good. But Martha, she picked at her food. Then she said, "It's interesting, Priya. A bit too spicy, perhaps." Sam usually prefers simpler food, like my roast chicken. My face felt hot. It wasn't just about the spice. It was her tone. Like my cooking, my background was strange, not good enough. Sam squeezed my hand under the table. "Mom, it's delicious. Priya is a great cook," he said. Martha just sniffed quietly. That was the first time. It hurt, but I told myself, okay, she just has different tastes. Don't be sensitive. But it wasn't just about taste. It was everything. My cleaning wasn't good enough. "Did you miss this spot Priya. Dust gathers quickly here. My clothes weren't right. That color doesn't really suit you, dear. You should wear something more traditional. Even the way I arranged flowers at the library was wrong, apparently. She visited me at work once. She looked around and said, "It's nice, I suppose, but a bit messy, isn't it? Flowers need proper arrangement." Each comment felt like a little pinprick. Alone, maybe they were small, but together, day after day, they started to hurt deeply. I felt like I couldn't do anything right in her eyes. I started feeling nervous whenever she was around. My hands would get sweaty. My stomach would feel tight. Sam didn't always see it. Or maybe he didn't want to see it. When I tried to tell him gently that his mother's words sometimes hurt, he would often say, "Oh, Mom doesn't mean it like that, Priya. She's just old-fashioned." Or, "She's always been critical, even with me. Just try to ignore her." Ignore her. How could I ignore the constant feeling of disapproval? How could I ignore the person who clearly didn't think I was good enough for her son? Ignoring it felt like pretending the shadow wasn't there, even as it grew darker. Then came the interference. Martha started visiting our house unannounced, usually when Sam was at work. She had a spare key. Sam gave it to her for emergencies before we were married. I hated that she had it. She would just walk in. "Just checking on things, dear," she would say, already looking around with critical eyes. One afternoon, I came home from the library to find the cushions on our sofa rearranged. The small painting Sam and I bought together was moved to a different wall. Martha was in the kitchen, wiping the counter. "Oh, hello, Priya," she said, not looking at me. I just popped in. The living room looked much better this way, don't you think? More balanced. I felt a wave of anger, but I swallowed it. "Martha, please," I said, trying to keep my voice calm. "This is our home. We like it the way it is. And please, could you call before you come over?" She turned then, her eyes cold. "My goodness, Priya, so sensitive. I am Sam's mother. This is practically my second home. I am only trying to help. Some people might be grateful." She made me feel like I was the rude one, the ungrateful one. I didn't know what to say. I just wanted her to leave. She started giving advice on everything. How we should save money, even though she didn't know our finances. When we should have children, don't wait too long, Priya. Sam needs an heir. What kind of friends I should have. That library friend of yours seems a bit flighty, doesn't she? It felt like she was trying to control every part of my life. Our life. The hardest part was when she started trying to turn Sam against me. It wasn't always obvious. Little comments she made to him when she thought I wasn't listening. "Is Priya feeling all right, Sam? She seemed a bit moody today." Or, "Poor Sam, you look tired. Does Priya help you enough around the house?" Sometimes she would twist things I said. If I mentioned I was tired after work, she might tell Sam later. Priya was complaining about being tired all day. Maybe the library job is too much for her. Sam loved his mother. He found it hard to believe she would intentionally cause trouble. When I told him what she said, he would sometimes get defensive. "Mom wouldn't say that to be mean, Priya. You must have misunderstood. Or she's just worried about us." It started causing tension between Sam and me. We argued about his mother. I hated it. I loved Sam so much. I didn't want his mother to come between us. But she was. Every day, she was driving a small wedge between us. I felt so alone. I couldn't talk to my own family about it. They lived far away, and I didn't want to worry them. My mother would just say, "Be patient, Priya. Win her over with kindness, kindness." I felt like I had tried everything. My kindness felt like weakness to Martha. My friend Clara listened, but she lived in the city. She couldn't really understand what it was like living with this constant disapproval, this constant interference. One time, at Sam's cousin's birthday party, Martha embarrassed me in front of everyone. Sam's aunt asked me about my job at the library. Before I could answer, Martha jumped in. "Oh, Priya just helps out at the little library," she said, her voice dripping with false sweetness. "It's a quiet little job for her. Not like Sam's cousin, Sarah, who's finishing her law degree. We are so proud of Sarah." She smiled brightly at Sarah, then gave me a quick, dismissive look. Everyone at the table went quiet. I felt my face burn hot. I wanted the floor to open up and swallow me. Sam looked uncomfortable, but didn't say anything right then. Later, he told me his mom didn't mean it badly. But I knew she did. She wanted to make me feel small. And she succeeded. I cried myself to sleep that night, feeling more alone and inadequate than ever. I knew I had to talk to Sam again. Properly. This couldn't continue. Our happiness, our marriage, was suffering. One Sunday afternoon, when we were alone at home, I took a deep breath. "Sam," I started, my voice shaking a little. "We need to talk about your mother." He sighed. "Priya, not again." "Yes, again," I insisted, tears starting to well up. "Sam, I can't live like this anymore. Her comments, her visits, the way she talks about me. It hurts. It really hurts. It feels like she hates me. And it feels like she's trying to push me out of your life. Don't you see it?" I told him everything. How I felt constantly criticized. How I felt like I had no privacy in my own home. How she twisted my words. How she made me feel small and inadequate. I cried as I spoke, letting out all the pain I had kept inside for so long. Sam listened. This time, he really listened. He looked sad, confused, maybe a little guilty. He held me close. "Priya, I am so sorry," he whispered. I didn't realize how bad it was for you. I guess I'm used to her ways. I know she can be difficult. But I didn't see how much she was hurting you. I should have seen it. I should have protected you better." Hearing him say that felt like a huge weight lifting off my chest. He saw it. He finally saw it. "What do we do, Sam?" I asked, looking up at him. "We need to set some boundaries," he said firmly. "Together. We need to talk to her. And I need to support you always. You are my wife. You come first. That conversation felt like a turning point. Sam talked to his mother the next week. I wasn't there, but he told me about it. He told her calmly, but firmly, that she needed to respect me, respect our home, and respect our decisions. He told her the unannounced visits had to stop. He told her her critical comments were hurtful and needed to end. Martha was apparently furious. She cried. She accused Sam of choosing me over her. She didn't speak to Sam for almost 2 weeks. It was hard for Sam, I know. He loved his mother. But he stood firm. He told me, "We have to do this, Priya. For us." Things didn't magically become perfect after that. Martha didn't suddenly become warm and loving towards me. She was still cold, still distant. But she changed her behavior. Mostly. The unannounced visits stopped. She called first. Her criticisms became less frequent, less direct. Sometimes, I still caught her giving me a cold look, or heard a slightly sharp tone in her voice. But it wasn't constant anymore. It wasn't every day. She still tried to cause trouble sometimes. Little things, like forgetting to invite me to a small family gathering until the last minute, or making comments to Sam about how different things were now that he was married. But Sam handled it differently now. He didn't make excuses for her. He would gently but firmly correct her or change the subject. And most importantly, he supported me. He would tell me later, "Don't let her get to you, Priya. We know the truth. We have each other." Knowing Sam was truly on my side made all the difference. I still didn't like Martha. I still felt uncomfortable around her. But I didn't feel so alone anymore. I didn't feel like I was fighting this battle by myself. We were a team, Sam and I, facing his mother's disapproval together. It's still hard sometimes. Family relationships can be complicated, right? Especially when there's dislike involved. Martha will probably never truly accept me or love me. And that hurts. It hurts Sam too, I think. But we are learning to manage it. We visit her, but not as often. We keep the visits shorter. We stay polite, but we don't try too hard to win her approval anymore. I realized I don't need her approval. I have Sam's love. I have my own small joys, my job, my baking, my friends. I am learning to protect my own peace. I am learning that I cannot change Martha, but I can change how I react to her. I don't let her words cut so deep anymore. I remind myself that her opinion of me doesn't define my worth. Sam loves me. My friends like me. I like myself. And that is what matters. Our life isn't the perfect fairy tale I once dreamed of, whose life is, but it's real. Sam and I love each other. We support each other. We face challenges together, even the difficult challenge of his mother. We are building our own happy life, despite the shadow she sometimes casts. If you are listening to this, and maybe you have a difficult relationship with your in-laws, maybe you feel like your mother-in-law hates you, I want you to know you are not alone. It is a very hard, very painful situation. It's okay to feel hurt, angry, and frustrated. Please talk to your partner. Honestly, openly. You need to be a team. Set boundaries together. Protect your marriage. Protect your peace. You don't have to win everyone's approval. Focus on the love you share with your partner. Focus on building your own happiness. It won't be easy, but you can find ways to navigate it. Don't let someone else's negativity ruin your life. You deserve to be happy. Keep communicating, keep supporting each other, and keep holding on to your own strength.